Okay, 5 months post-op methodoplasty for me. I need to check in and to say that everything is good with me. 5 months after methodoplasty in Belgrade with Dr.Miro, I had a full methodoplasty with urethral lengthening, vaginectomy, testicular implants. That's it. Yeah. What can I say from my last video? I actually had a small complication. I got it the day after my last video. It was I called it a minor complication actually because it was a part of my incision that didn't want to heal due to skin infection. So I had to go on extra antibiotics. It took a lot longer time to heal. Just that small part took for ages, but it was never any. It was never. It never threatened any functions. So it wasn't really such a. It wasn't a. Yeah, whatever. Everything is good now. So I stand up to pee, and everything is good with my yeah, whatever. My point is, with these surgeries, you can kind of count on a complication. I think the complication rate is high, but one dude said that the surgeries are for life and the complications are only temporarily. So I thought that was a pretty good thing to say. It's true though, so just go through that and get done with it. What else can I say? I see there's a lot of misconceptions about genital surgery on the internet and in real life. I don't talk to people about this surgery because there's so much judgment on genital surgery, and it all comes from lack of knowledge, misinformation, misunderstandings, judgments from photos people see on the internet rarely show the truth about the results. So it's a hard surgery to research because there's not much information out there. But I want to say to the people who are judgmental of lower surgery that we who do it, we don't have many options left. I think going into this, you should be like the man jumping out of a burning building. Uh, I had no choice to stay in the building because it's gonna burn down, and you just jump out in the air. You don't know what's gonna happen, but you know at least that you have a chance to maybe land on your feet, or you can land with your face down in the ground. But at least you have something. I think that's how it's have to be, because no one goes into this kind of surgery if they would have an option, if they have an alternative. Um, at least not for the full methodoplasty or phalloplasty. It's a huge surgery, of course, but what should I say? It's also a huge change in the way you deal with your body after. So be on point zero when you go to the lower surgery. But even if you're desperate, do all your research, do hundreds of hours of research of what surgeon you want and what kind of procedure you want. That's important because you can't go back once it's done. So you need to know. You need to have a. You need to know all the facts. What else can I say? Wow, it's getting darker as I film. That's Norway. It's winter time here now. I'm back in Norway. I went to LA to recover actually, and I stayed there for 3 months. I plan to stay there longer, but I had to go back home. But I actually wanted to recover in an environment where I didn't know many people. It's quite vulnerable recovery, I would say, uh, because it's kind of 6 to 8 months no 6 to 8 weeks where you have to walk uh, weird. So and you feel vulnerable before the everything has healed and stuff. So yeah, with my complication, I would say it took me about 4 months to kind of feel normalized again. But I think I also had the histo, and I think that made a very big psychological impact on me. I thought that was pretty hard. It's not normal to just take out all the reproductive organs when you're kind of young. So I think it has to be some kind of effect from that. Of course, I was very happy to be rid of the all the female stuff, but you know, I think I'm good with the term being wrong, born in the wrong body. Um, there's a lot of people who like, oh no, I'm not born in the wrong body and stuff. But I think after this surgery, it is very clear that the body doesn't react the way you want it to react all the time. Uh, I think the depression I had post surgery, it was hard. It was the hardest depression I ever had, and I think it felt very just like a physical reaction uh, to the brain. Very unhappy that it couldn't produce kids anymore, and yeah, I thought that was pretty a hard thing, but I had mentally prepared for it, but you can't really prepare for stuff like this, so you just have to take it as it comes. Well, anyway, now 5 months, I feel kind of more stable and normalized again, and I feel that I'm getting back to a stronger, healthier place mentally and physically. Yeah, I think that's it. Um, hmm. There's so much I could talk about, but it's a bit hard to talk about these kind of surgeries without getting uh, too intimate. Actually, um, I also found it hard to make a video before because it changes so much the first 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I think they say six, even 6 to 9 months, even up to a year. Um, one day you're really feeling that it's uncomfortable, and the next day it's all good, and those good days become more and more after a while. So you really just need a lot of patience for this surgery. And even if I was desperate sometimes, like asking for advice, next week those things just solved itself, and So I don't know. I just wish also that people would, post pictures and give information past the first 3 months, because that's, you can't really see the results before 5 6 months, and it's much more interesting to look at pictures and get information from the guys who have, you know, past a year experience with it. Um, I should maybe, these surgeries also, of course, not only is it about uh, being basic functions, like you have to pee, and that's very so important. So that's the main thing, that you're nervous about. I was very, of course, nervous about this, but that's I didn't have any complications with that. And I think the second thing is the sexual stuff. I mean, it's the genitals, and for the first time, I am now comfortable with uh, taking showers, being, uh, I mean, in myself, feeling that I have something instead of nothing. I don't have that feeling of shame anymore. It's a huge relief for me. I also noticed that I wanted to wear uh, tighter jeans. I could wear more. I always wore baggy jeans, always, and now I feel like I'm thinking more about my own comfort. Um, I'm able uh, yeah, just be in my own body in a way. So in that way, it's great with methodoplasty, even if you have a very small dick. And I would say that I think it's much more important for me now to relate to guys who have a small dick. That's my kind of new space. And that's a new thing that is quite hard, it's it's new problems that comes with that, but at least it's so much better to be a guy with a small dick than to not, and balls than to what was before. So yeah, that's a whole new space, whole new theme. Yeah, I I could come back with another video where I talk more about this. Maybe I'll do that. But now it's getting dark, so I'll just end this now. And yeah.